Introduction. Madam Rina is a successful entrepreneur who founded Shining Kindergarten. The data become larger and more difficult to manage as the number of children enrolled continue to increase from 20 to 100 kids. The method of using physical books to record childcare's growing business transaction and information is not longer suitable because it takes a long time to record and is difficult to manage well. Madam Rina wants to invest in cost-saving software technology to create a very straightforward system to manage her business and childcare information.
The first thing is that when opening the Microsoft Access Shining Kindergarten Business Information System, the menu system form opens by default. Then, we can click the button Create like the Free Record to open to Free Record forms and the Kids Record button to open the Kids Record forms.
After that, to explain the opening function of each button in the system menu from earlier, based on question 1, Madam Rina need to create a form to record all the children's data. First, create a kid data table and name the field as follows in design view. Then, we can click datasheet view to populate the data in the created kid data table. The result of the form for recording and retrieving child data is shown like this, where we can use the previous navigation button to see the previous child record, the next button, add a new record button, and the delete button to delete this child record.
For question 2, it is a form to record the kids fee and generate to fee receipt, where we need to create a fee record form like this and the information that needs to be in this record form, which is a fee form where we can select the kid's name like an arrow shown, then the fee item subform and kid package list box and fee receipt button. By clicking the fee receipt button, we can just preview a fee receipt like this, whether to print or just to view the kids' receipt.
Next is the expense form. Based on question 3, to create the forms, we create a table of expense categories and expenses in the create table by selecting. Then we do field names and data types for each table in the design view like this. Then go to the datasheet view to list all category expenses like this, and for the expense table it will be filled after the data in the expense form is filled. After we create all the necessary tables and relationships, we can create the expense record form and it will come out like this. In this form, we can see that it has an expense ID and expense category that we can choose, a date and an amount. It also has previous record, next record and add record buttons to record based on the list expense categories. We also add an expense categories subform to add other new expense category if necessary.
On question 4, it wants to create a report that shows total income by package. To use the table package list with price for Madam Rina childcare business, we need to create a query with the select package and fee item table. Then, click the run button to see the result and it will be show the total income by package as shown in the picture. So, this is the total income report by package made based on the previous create on relation query. For question 5, it requires a report total expense by category of expenses with the largest at the top. For that, we need to design a query like this. Then, click run to see the result of the query as shown. After that, make a report like this with sort to descending at the amount setting to make the largest at the top. Here is a business report form to show total income by package and total expenses by expense category. In this form, we can click a button to view the report and open the fee and expense form.
For the last question, which is question 6, a simple profit and loss should be made that shows the total of income and expenses by month. The first thing we create is an income statement table with field names and data types like this. Then we go to the datasheet view to fill in the list of month names, put the amount on the income data field. For salary and expenses, we randomly put the amount or based on the expenses table. For the gross profit and net profit data, no data is entered because we perform total subtraction according to the design query. So in this query design, we select income statement table, then double-click month, income, salary, and expenses. For gross profit calculation, the field space is set with income minus salary, and net profit is income minus salary and minus expenses. Here is the result of running the query that will show together with the amount of gross profit and net profit. Setting and editing is done to produce the profit and loss income report as shown through the generate profit and loss query. So here is a form for a simple profit and loss business dashboard for the current year. Inside it has label for the form title, a profit loss list box query, a list box total, a report preview button function for the profit and loss report on the previous slide, and an exit button. In conclusion, after completing this given project, we are able to learn more functionality of Microsoft Access database capability by organizing and parsing required data. And then Microsoft Access has the most useful features to make business economical in terms of cost and processing time. Then from the database produced, this can help Madam Rina overcome the limitation of Microsoft Excel in managing large volume of data involving children's data and transactions information found in Madam Rina's childcare business.